Hello everyone, Korea here, and today I'm going to be doing IS-EX-6 with the challenge mode. The condition for the challenge mode this time is that 6 tiles on the map are no longer going to be available. Those tiles in specifically are going to be the 4 that is around this pillar here, and the 2 right here. Now let's look at the comp. Today I'm going to be running a fairly high rarity comp. I'm using Nian, Thorns, Texas, Lapland Breeze, Scotty, Flametail, and Dusk. Dusk can be swapped out with any other caster. I'm currently using her just because of her S2, and with the fact that she can cover both lanes while dealing a high amount of damage in a very quick amount of time. Texas is also going to be another crucial component to this comp, as there's a bunch of enemies that spawn on the left side, specifically the cars and a lot of other mafioso enemies. So, by placing Texas there with her S3, the S3 covers a wide area, and you can just continue to place there to chip away and kill all those enemies at the side, so they won't be rushing you down later on in the map. But with that, let's get started.
Let's get this over with.
So first thing, I was to get down my Thorns as soon as possible, so that I can begin to charge his skill. Next, I'll place down my Flametail, so I can begin getting my DP generated. Scotty will be next, and she's going to be placed in this tile right here. Effectively, with Scotty's placement, she'll be covering all of my operators that I want to place over here. They'll be holding the lane. Activate Thorns and my Flametail skill whenever I can. Next is this car here. I'm going to be looking to place down my Dusk right here, facing left, so that the little dragon that she will spawn will block the car here and start to deal some damage. It'll also be within Thorns' range and her range, so that, again, this car can be just chunked down a little bit.
This battlefield would do well with a splash of ink.
I am running the secondary module for Dusk here, as for one, it does give her a shorter amount of DP required to deploy, as well as it'll help her charge that second skill a bit faster with the way her summon's giving her SP work. From here, I'll begin to place down my Texas to start dealing with the left side. This will cause one of the silencer enemies to spawn, but before he can reach over here, I will have my Nian ready to go. Then I can retreat my Texas whenever she's done with her skill. Since Denzel passive gives her 3 shields, she can take a bit of hits, and by that time her skill will be up. I do have her second skill for the 100% defense increase, so that she can handle all the enemies coming at her at once. Next I'll be placing down my Lapland on the left lane just to help with the bottom clear, and I'll be getting Texas over here to clear out even more of the enemies that are supposed to be coming. Now we'll start keeping an eye on the bottom lane down here, as there is going to be a lot of enemies coming, and while I do have Flametail and Lapland covering them, they're not going to be able to deal too much with them. So what I end up doing is I will just place my Texas down here once to help clear the car, and then clear the enemies that will come out of it. Now we do have another silencer coming up on the top wave. I'm going to activate my Breeze's skill just for the burst healing here, and then Dusk skill again to help clear. And then with the enemies here, since we are getting a lot, I am going to place my Texas for that AoE again to help clear out some of the enemies here. And then I'll return her when I'm done. Fast forward a little bit here. Next I'll be popping, again, my Nian skill, just so she can handle a bit more of the enemies. And then right here, I'm going to be placing Texas, just to help deal with the cars a little bit. And then pop
Too difficult to explain.
Dusk skill again for more AoE clear. Now we'll pop Texas again down here just to help deal with the silencer.
Mission accomplished.
And that's going to be it. That's IS-EX-6 with the challenge mode.